My goodness, we are just 3 weeks away from the NHL's trade deadline day. So, we got to talk about it. And with the season being as unique as it is, there's obviously a lot of talk about the 14-day quarantine for players that could potentially be heading from the U.S., from a U.S. market team to Canada. So maybe next week is where things get crazy. I don't know. I guess the Canadian teams are going to be the ones that make that decision. But let's play a little game called What's the Deal? And in this segment, that's the exact question that we're going to ask. But, EJ, I'll phrase it to you this way. What deal do you want to see?
The one that comes to mind right away for me is the Islanders with Anders Lee being out now. I would love to see Nick Foligno go from the Blue Jackets to the Islanders. Now, it's contingent, obviously, on whether the Blue Jackets feel they're going to be buyers or sellers, and the Blackhawks are stumbling, so the door might be opening up a little bit, and they've played a little bit better of late, the Jackets. But if they are sellers, he's at the end of his contract. He's a Lou Lamoriello-type player,
fit.
Right?
Yeah, that would be a perfect fit stylistically, what he brings. It would be awesome.
Yeah. So I say, what's the deal with Nick Foligno? Send him to the Islanders.
I think it's supposed to be, here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
You're not asking that question because you answered it.
Yeah.
So, there's the deal.
Here's the
Nick
deal.
Foligno. I like that one. Nick Foligno will be good, but I'll throw a little extra one in there. Kyle Palmieri would be really nice there, too.
Yeah, that's true. Another guy, hard-working, grinding,
they got
goals.
a big hole in their lineup without Anders Lee.
Okay.
So what am I going?
All
going
right.
now?
Yeah, Referee, you're up. You're up.
Sorry, Jackie. I'll let you do your job at some point. What's the deal with me doing your job? Well, what's the deal with this right here? You know what? I've got the Toronto Maple Leafs. And, Jackie, this is your team.
Yeah.
The Toronto Maple Leafs, of all the years to make moves, this is the year they must push it all in. So I've got this Leafs team going after Matthias Ekholm. Do it now because guess what? Boston's not in your division. Tampa's not in your division. Well, the way the Florida Panthers are right now, they're not in your division. You have a clear-cut path to the Final Four. This is the Toronto Maple Leafs year to go all in. Matthias Ekholm would be unbelievable for this team, and they've got the pieces to move, the youth to move, to make this move. I want to see it happen. Let's make it happen here. So everybody out in Canada, all get to, maybe some of the other fan bases in Canada don't want it.
No, they don't.
All right, Leafs Nation. Let's get all out there and make this happen because Matthias Ekholm brings things that a lot of D in this league don't have and don't do, and Toronto would love and have be a much better team with
hard to play against. Good defender,
good offensively,
long stick, and he's been to a cup final too, Jackie. So he's got that kind of experience.
Yeah, if the Leafs do want him, they are going to have to battle it out with a few other teams, I think, because he seems like he is this year's trade deadline sweetheart, if you will. But Elliot Friedman reporting earlier this week, the price for Matthias Ekholm would be a first-rounder, a second-rounder last year, and an American Hockey League player, so a roster player, so to speak, or a prospect currently on an American League hockey team, because Nashville has said they want to model their deal after the Muzzin deal that Toronto made with LA a couple of years ago. So apparently that's the price for one Mr. Matthias. Going to be interesting to see where he ends up. But, Ej, word on the street is you've got another deal. So what's the deal?
I do have another deal. Here's a deal for you. Jonathan Bernier going from Detroit to Colorado, where they need another goalie to help Philip Grubauer. Now, I'm a little worried about Jonathan Bernier because he got dinged up last night. Somebody fell on his head, and then he kind of limped off. So those are problems. You don't want damaged goods. But if he is going to be healthy, the Avalanche have already had Jonathan Bernier there. So they know him. He knows the market. He knows a lot of the players there. He doesn't have to kind of acclimate himself into a completely different situation. You can see the numbers there have been pretty good.
He's been a diamond in the rough.
He's been really good. The Avalanche have the room to afford him for the rest of the season. So for me, and it's no knock on Philip Grubauer, he's been playing great. I just think they need help at that position. And we saw last year in the bubble, Jackie, you remember, they had injuries at the goaltender position, and all of a sudden, there was our buddy in goal, playing for now back with Toronto, Michael Hutchinson.
Yes,
so,
Hutchinson.
At the end of the day, and he was the third man up, or, third or fourth guy on the list there, they need to support the goaltender Grubauer there because, again, they have injuries at that position behind Grubauer. So for me, that might be the way to go. And if not, Bernier, maybe Devin Dubnyk. We'll see. There you go.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little insurance policy between the pipes, and I think it's extra important this year because of the condensed schedule. Like players like Grubauer are making a lot of starts this year because of the 56-game schedule and lack of goalie depth that some of these teams have. So I like that pick, and a .918 save percentage is not a slouchy number. Playing behind that team is the nicest way I can say it.
That was very nice the way you said that.
Wow. Yeah. They've been playing better. They've been playing better in Detroit.
They have. Yeah. But, they were not playing good at all
for
a long time.
They
and
weren't.
Bernier was still putting up good numbers.
Yes,
so that's a good find by you.